Hi everybody, so report writing week 3 and 4. I hope you're keeping well. So as always, we spend about 20 minutes per day. The children at this stage have discovered the framework. They're aware of the vocabulary and the fact that report writing is factual as opposed to fiction. And now for week 3. Week 3 is modelled and shared. Week 4 is modelled and guided. So for the modelling part, teachers thinking aloud and teachers using a standard of English that is higher than what children would put in their writing, because the pressure isn't on children to write at this stage. So teachers able to model lots of good oral language. And for shared, teacher holds the pen. So it's collaborative. So children are coming up with ideas, teacher is scribing. As I said, the pressure is off children, so lots of great ideas and a high standard, and referring all the time to the frameworks and the living chart. And remembering that there's different types of reports also, so the facts that will be covered may be different depending on the topic, whether it's an animal or a country or a person. Now for modelling, there's 3 different types of things we can model when we're writing a report. We can model how to take notes, how to do the research. So having read a report, having read facts written or on a film, how to take notes. So it could be completing a KWL chart. It could be just a schema like a brainstorming, a random fact sheet. That's in our resource book. The First Steps resource book has a sample of a random fact sheet and how notes can just be taken, or a taxonomy where you have letters A to Z and there's boxes and the children just fill in and the teacher fills in the important words starting with, like, say S or T or whatever, and then you have a whole bank of important vocabulary, important facts. Or it could be under headings like animal, and there could be headings like lives, looks like, eats, all the different, like appearance, has, and can. So like how it can move, and then filling in all the information under these pointers or questions. So modelling how to take notes is one skill that has to be developed. Then how to transfer the notes into sentences. So day 1 could be just the modelling. Day 2 could be the actual writing of a report. And then once a report is written, in infants, one can just read it back and see if there's any errors. That's the editing part. But with the other children or higher classes, that could be day 3. Editing skills, going back over it and zoning in on certain skills that we want the children to have developed and showing the children how to edit. The teacher is editing his or her own piece that was written the previous day. And I'll put up a video on editing separate to this because that's a whole skill in itself. So modelling and shared, as I said, there's 3 aspects. You could cover it over 3 days. It could be based on a topic that you're covering, maybe in geography or history or SPHE. And then on day 4 and 5, you can just go on to another, like if you're covering the topic of the Arctic Circle and you've covered polar bears, you might go on to penguins then for day 4 or 5, or you might choose to stay with the project you're working on and help the children then to do their illustrations, maybe to illustrate and to based on what you've covered, and then maybe do a game on Friday, like true or false game. Or else maybe you're going to model and share information on another topic relevant on Thursday and Friday. Then on week 4, it's guided writing. So now at this stage, the teacher is supporting some children that need that little bit of extra support. Some children are able to work away themselves. But having said that, the children aren't at the independent stage yet. We don't expect them to be at that stage yet, so they can work in pairs. They can use a framework template. The words could be displayed. They could get word maths to support them with vocabulary and with spelling. A piece could be given to a child, and the child might edit it for you. Or a piece could be given, or sorry, notes could be given, and the child could practice how to transfer the notes into a report. So very similar to what we've modelled. So the children could maybe just take notes on the topic. And at the end of week 3 and 4, what we ask for is a sample, like a video, of how you modelled a lesson. So you could have this pre-recorded yourself and then play it for the children in your class, and then put it on the shared drive as a resource, or else just a photograph of a report that you have, like a sample of something that you have modelled to the children. And then for week 4, a photograph of a piece of work that that one child has completed, or a pair of children have completed, as part of their guided writing. Now, infants are still at the shared writing stage on week 4, 5 and 6. So what infants need to do is they need to continue to develop the vocabulary. They need to continue to have lots of modelling shown to them, and they're on the shared writing stage. So the teacher is scribing for them, and they could draw all the facts that they can remember, and teacher can scribe and write the vocabulary for them. Also at infant level, there's children may be able to read some of the words. It could link in with reading and phonics, and it could link in with all sorts of lessons, the topic that's been covered. Okay, so I hope that's of help to you all. Thank you. Bye.